Rule number 58. The time at or within which something happens is noted by the ablative case, while duration of time is noted by the accusative. This video will talk about how Latin does time. In Rule 40, I talked about how the accusative case can be used to show how long something happens for. So, duas horas ambulabam. I was walking for 2 hours. This accusative case tells us for how long something was happening. A standard way of telling age uses this accusative, quinque et vigenti natos annos, essentially 25 years old. The accusative case shows movement through time, and this use is related to the accusative of extent of space. Check out rule number 40, though, for more on this. If we want to show when something happened, though, then we will use the ablative case, and this is a variation on the ablative of location. Die septimo pervenit. She arrived on the 7th day. Notice that we don't need to use a preposition to show when. And there's this phrase, quota hora, at what hour? Or perhaps you might want to say prima luce, at first light or daybreak. In all of these examples, the noun has had a meaning relating to time, like light, hour, or day. Words that denote events can also be put into the ablative to show when, like with these. Ludis at games, gladiatoribus at a gladiator show, or epulis at a feast. There are cases where we use a preposition to denote time, though, like when we talk about a time of life. Thus, in pueritia, in boyhood. But if we add an adjective to modify it, then the preposition goes away. Extrema pueritia, at the end of boyhood. We also use in when we're talking about an office, so in consulatu meo, in my consulship. But again, an adjective modifier can push off the preposition, quarto consulatu, in his 4th consulship. Words talking about situation use a preposition, so in civili bello, in a civil war, since the war itself is a general situation. But if we're talking about specific time of war, the preposition goes away, as in secundo punico bello, in the 2nd Punic War. The ablative case is also used to show the time within which something happened. So the ablative establishes a broad limit or location. While time when ablatives are usually in the singular, especially with expressions of time, this time within which is usually found in the plural. So tribus proximis annis, within the last 3 years. Or from Caesar, diebus vigenti quinque agerem extruxerunt. They built a mound within 25 days. Sometimes this use will have the preposition in as well. So in diebus proximis decem, within the next 10 days. Latin has a bunch of idiomatic expressions of time that involve the accusative case. So ad diem is on the appointed day, like in ad diem conveniunt, they assemble on the appointed day. Ad vesperum is until evening, while sub vesperum is towards evening. Sub noctem would be at nightfall. Also, the Romans used the phrase ante diem, abbreviated as AD, with an ordinal or ranking number like 4th, 5th, 6th, etc., to show the date. So October 28th would be ante diem quintum calendae Novembres, here abbreviated in the Roman fashion. And as I discussed in rule number 57, the year is often relayed with the names of the consuls in an ablative absolute. So here's a timeline. The accusative case shows for how long something happened, illustrated here by this solid bar. The ablative case can show when something happened, here represented by this specific arrow, but it can also set a limit within which time an event would happen, like within the next minute, I will complete this video. There's a specific time at which the video will be completed, but I have a range of time for it to happen. And so it will happen. Rule number 58. The time at or within which something happens is noted by the ablative case, while duration of time is noted by the accusative.